Hi lovelies, it's Jo from Angels and Ancestors, and this is your weekly spiritual reading for the 11th to the 18th of November 2019. Apologies to those of you who've been looking out for readings and it hasn't happened. I've had a bereavement and it was quite intense for a while, but I'm back with the program. I'm not going to reintroduce the dailies for the time being because I'm still really busy sorting everything out. But I am going to be doing the weeklies and the monthlies. I'm hoping to get the monthlies for December up next week because I am actually getting ready to go on holiday and I'm going to be gone for 3 weeks. So I want to get your monthlies up. And I'm going to try and do 2 weeks in advance for you. So you will only miss 2 weeks over the Christmas period and the New Year period. But I will try to get solstice, Yule, Christmas reading done as well. And a new, not an annual one, but a New Year reading for you. Before I go. So I'm going to be a very busy bee next weekend and the weekend after because I really do need to get those done, dusted and sorted and processed and all the rest of it. I won't be bunging them all on together because what I will do is I will get them scheduled for you so that you've not got everything coming in at once and then nothing to look forward to. So we need an earth card, please. The physical issue. This is for the spiritual reading for the 11th to the 18th. Please like, share and subscribe if you can. And we need a card for the physical issue for the spiritual reading for this week, please. Thank you. Oh, wow. Okay. So then we need how this affects your emotions, water. We have a water card, please, for emotions, how this is affecting spiritually at the moment. Too many. Give a water card, please, for the 11th to the 18th. I think that one flipped, didn't it? Okay, so we can have an air card, please. How this affects your thoughts. This one's your feelings. The next one is how it affects your thoughts. This is a spiritual reading for the 11th to the 18th of November 2019. Oh, we have 2 cards. I'm going to take both. You have the yes card, people. Okay. Fire. What you may need to surrender to move forward. And this doesn't mean... I kind of had to think about this, about surrendering. It sounds very final, doesn't it? But it may be something that you're already thinking that you may need to either give up, walk away from. Yeah. So what you may need to surrender, and it does say may need to surrender, it doesn't say have to surrender in order to move forward. So could I please have the fire card for this reading? Oh, there's 2 of those as well. Oh, okay. That's a bit contradictory, methinks. So, can we have a spirit card? What lies in your heart? Yeah, okay, we get that there is loads of people out there watching this. Please keep in mind this is a general spiritual reading. Won't resonate with everybody, but it may have some significance for somebody or something around you. I'm going to take that one. Ah, very nice. And then the outcome. Can we have an outcome card for the culmination of cards for this weekly spiritual reading? Okay. Right, so in your earth position, the physical issue is the harvest. You have sown seeds previously. The harvest has started to come in. It's very fruitful. You are in such a happy place spiritually. You are quite level and grounded. Your beliefs are far-reaching and very wide. It's not just a belief around you, it's a belief around the universe and what the universe can gift to you at any one given time, and it's you accepting these gifts. And it's also about, now you've got this wonderful harvest come in, it's about sowing further seeds for the future, so that the cycle of life or spirituality continues on its journey. So in your water sign, how this affects your emotions is that you want to share it. You have the Six of Pentacles, which is about giving or taking, and it doesn't have to be money, it can be anything. It can be energy, it can be truth, it can be a gift, but you are in the position in your emotions where you want to share this beautiful crop that you have brought forward. And in sharing that, it will enable the person that is the recipient to then go on and offer the same compliment to somebody else. But if it's you that is the recipient of this sharing rather than the person who is giving, please keep in mind to accept with courage and grace the gift that's being offered to you. Try not to see whatever shape or form this is coming in, keeping in mind this is a spiritual reading, whatever shape or form is coming is kind words, a kind act, a kind thought, something that somebody does for you that is spiritually connected and in a higher vibrational energy. Please accept it with grace. Do not try to buffer it off and say, oh no, I'm not interested, because the cosmos is telling you that this is coming to you, and it will give you the ability to then pass that on to others as well. So we're going to move on to the air sign, how this issue affects your thoughts. And wow, what thoughts to have spiritually. You have got the Sun card. This is the Yes card. This is probably the most spiritual card in the deck. It's also a number 19, which is a very special number, especially for this year. We're in the 19th year of this century, and it means a lot. the flowers are coming up, you've got a roof over your head, the sun's shining. You know all of this, but you're letting the sun shine on you. You're letting the light into your life, and your energy vibration is just on the ascension. You know it is. You're probably a bit tearful, actually. You're probably feeling very full up emotionally and spiritually, and need some sort of outlet for this to be going on. So your thoughts and feelings, your thoughts in particular, are turning to the Ten of Chalices. Now, spiritually speaking, this in normal decks is happy families, it's happy life, it's every wish that you've ever had coming true. Spiritually speaking, I just want to be where you're sitting right now. Spiritually speaking, you have a spiritual connection with somebody who is very special to you. You have a spiritual connection to the earth, and you are very grounded at the moment. You have a spiritual connection to the children around you. They don't have to be yours, they could be somebody else's. And when I say children, for me sort of like start from 40 down to 0, because that's the age of my lot. So for somebody who's a bit younger, children can sort of like be under 18 or under 10, depending on where you are in your own life. But this is telling you spiritually, you are so grounded, your cups are all up the right way. You, in your thoughts, have this pretty much sussed. In your thoughts, you know what you want, you know what you're heading towards spiritually, you know what you are manifesting, you know what you're manifesting, you know what it is that you want. And I think you're striving towards this happy family, this happy way of life, this settled way of life, where you can just be yourself, man, woman or child, doesn't matter who you are. But this is a very nice reading. So in your fire element, this is what you may need to leave behind. And when I first saw this, I went, oh my goodness. And then I saw the Eight of Chalices, and I think what it's saying to you is stop turning your back on a partnership. You seem to be walking away from something that is really good for you. I'm not advocating for people to stay in really bad relationships, but you've got the Eight of Chalices and you've turned your back on the Lord and the Lady. Now, the Lord and the Lady's partnerships, it can be love partnerships, business partnerships, spiritual partnerships, that's soul partnerships. It can be partnerships between a mum and a dad. It can be a partnership between a mother and a son, a father and a daughter, and vice versa. It's all sorts of partnerships. It's not just about lovers. But in this particular spread, this spiritual spread, I feel that what the seeds that you've sown is to have this wonderful spiritual family around you. Doesn't necessarily have to be your soulmate or your twin flame or anything like that. This could just be a collective of people that you've chosen to have around you for spirituality reasons, and they give you a lot of pleasure, a lot of comfort, a lot of stuff that comes in to harvest whatever it is you're working on, whether you're working on being a light worker, whether you're working on being a spiritual medium or a tarot reader, or it doesn't matter what this harvest is. You have people around you at the moment that are helping you along this journey, and you're very happy with these people. But you've got this damn tendency to think that the more interesting stuff is in front of you, and your beautiful Eight of Cups are behind you, and you're kind of contemplating moving away from this wonderful energy. For some of you, it's absolutely right that you should move away, and it could be that it's like this, where you have come to the fruition of that particular relationship or partnership, and it is time to move on. Or it could be like this, where it's saying to you, stop what you are doing, turn around, look at your cups, look at where you are, before you make that decision, before you make that spiritual decision that you're going to walk away. Make sure it is in your highest good, your highest best interest. So guys, I really like this so far. So for Spirit, it says what lies in your heart, and you've got the Wheel of the Year. Now, we had this in the general reading as your challenge, and what lies in your heart is that you feel that there is something else out there for you. There is something else that you are kind of reaching out for, but uncertain of what it is. You're uncertain of what it is. And you're kind of treading the wheel at the moment. And it's kind of like you're feeling your way, but you're, spiritually speaking, you're kind of like dabbling here and dabbling there, with not much in the way of substance behind it. But you've got loads of substance in your reading, so kind of get your thoughts back into line. You know, you don't have to spin the wheel, you just don't have to do it. You can gently tease that wheel round to get what it is that you actually want out of this. And the outcome is the 9 of Pentacles. This is a wish fulfillment spiritually. This is happiness. This is happy families. And whether your family is blood related or whether your family is a spiritual family, which is that's what I'm getting. These are spiritual people that you have gathered around you, and you may be feeling that you need to move on. And I'm getting the feeling, either way, whether you leave these people behind or whether you stay, you have got a really good outcome. You've got a happiness outcome. So it may be that you feel that you need to spread your wings and go and test it out with the knowledge and wisdom that these other people are still going to be there no matter what happens. But what happens is you have got a wish fulfillment coming. You've got a happy life ahead of you. This next week is really going to kind of show and open up the way for you. I'm going to try and get a clarifier. For the out, can I have a clarifier for the outcome, please? Thank you. Okay. You've got the Oak King. You are really procrastinating right now. You're not quite sure what to do, so you're kind of hanging around. And you've got the eternal symbol that he's kind of drawing continuously into the ground and not quite making a decision about something. And it is something spiritual, and it's an opportunity. Know that if you take this opportunity, the people that you feel that you need to turn your back on, you actually don't. You need to kind of look at your cups, go on your journey. It's not turning your back, it's going on your journey, and moving away from a comfort zone spiritually to move on yourself. But it's up to you to surge forward and make that decision. Guys, you just need to make that decision. Everything spiritually for you is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And you know, sometimes we have to shed some skin to be able to let the sun shine back in again. I'm going to leave this lovely spiritual reading with you guys. Many bright blessings till next time. Bye for now.